Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Dave from DLLM Cactus. Today we're going in Star Nursery. We're going to go in a few Star Nurseries, trying to load up on some younger Ferocactus, maybe some Mammillaria, but some different cacti for the polytunnel. So we will start with this one. All right, we're back by the cactus and succulent section. Looks like a lone spiralis there. The rest were bought out. We got rickrack cactus. A little shipment of those. Different succulents all the way down, but pretty much concentrating on those pharaohs. There's some Haworthias that they just brought in. Tiger tooth aloe. And then different mixture of aloes, gasteria, and Haworthia. I think I have pretty much all of those. On the top you have the 2-inch. These are the 298. So different pharaohs, Mammillaria, some Pilosarius, Oreosarius, Nodos. So kind of going to comb through these and see what they have. And then down below it, they have a bunch of the 448. So these are the 4-inch pots. They're going to be different mams here, like some Peruvianus monstros all the way down there. So I'll kind of go through these and then show you what we end up finding. All right, it looks like I'm going to end up with these 5. I believe this is Ferocactus, Haematocanthus, and then have some different smaller pharaohs. I believe either Wisleslii, Pringlei, or Gracilis, like fire barrels on those. This one's a little thicker. Thinking Townsenddianus. Definitely a bigger pharaoh. None of these are labeled, so I'm just going to have to go with it until they get bigger and more characteristics. But yeah, I picked up these 5 from the first one, and then we'll move on to the next star. All right, this is going to be the star cactus selection here. They have the larger over on the side over there, but I'm primarily focusing on just getting those pharaohs and mammillarias. So these are all going to be the 2-inch pots at $298. So kind of a lot to choose from. Got Oreosarius, a lot of pharaohs, some Echino grassanis there, Nodo cactuses, cacti. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of go through them. I'll pick some out here before we go to the next star, but we are star hopping. These are gonna be the little bit larger. They're gonna be the 448. So these are gonna be pretty much like 3.5 to 4-inch pots. Wouldn't say 4, I'd say 3. But definitely have the Ferocactus, Nodos, some Hanianas, and different Mammillarias that are flowering right now. So then they just got some Trigonas in, Rubra, Aeonium. Bunch of fairy castles down there for 448 as well. Good size to them too. But I'm gonna grab a couple things and then I'll kind of show you what I end up picking out. Definitely gonna get that guy because he is just looking healthy. But yeah, these are the smaller. That's kind of what we're focusing on now. They have a lot of the larger cactus and San Pedros and everything down there, but we're focused primarily on getting some things for the polytunnel greenhouse. So I'm gonna select some things and then I'll show you what I got. All right, I ended up picking these. I believe these are Wisleslii, fishhook barrel cactus. That's the Haematocanthus. Pharaoh, believe these 2 are as well. That's the yellow spine, this one's red spine. I'm gonna look these up. Definitely pharaohs, but longer spikes on them. And then I believe 2 of these are Gracilis, maybe 2 Wisleslii. But I have to kind of wait and see them when they get a little bit bigger. But these 4 back there are gonna be the 448. This one's 448. And then the 4 up front are 298. So that's what I got from this star. Alrighty, back at another star. See the Euphorbia trigona again. I have some Madagascar palms, Lumeri. I think that's the one in the back's Lumeri. I forget which Pachypodium this is, but they have those decent price, $12.98. There would be a little assorted garden pots. I won't mess with that unless I see something variegated. But here for the Pharaohs, look down. You need in right here? You're okay? Right. See a bunch of the Pharaohs down here. These are the 3-inch pots again for the $4.98. Definitely got some fire barrels, Montecanthus. These little ones here, they're going to be glossocins. These are actually the little 2-inch for $2.98. So those are definitely the blue barrels. You can tell how they are forming there. A couple more of these on the $2.98 fire barrels. I'll probably skip the glossocins because I have so many of them. Yeah, these are 2 inches as well. Nodocactus, Mammillaria. I think those are Decipiens. Nodos, and then different other glossocins. But I'll kind of show you what I end up picking up. A couple of new trays down here. There's different Mammillaria. A lot of glossocins, Ferocactus. But I might pick up a couple more fire barrels. And these throughout. A little bit to look through. But I will go through and then put them together on a little tray and show you what I get here. Kind of show you here too, right behind the succulents, they have this little koi and turtle spot here. This is on the southeastern Star Nursery, but pretty cool. Bunch of different koi, turtles, kind of bask. When it gets hotter out, they kind of come out and lay in the sun. But today's kind of a little overcast, a little windier, but that's where you kind of check out the plants. It's like right along here. And then they have this set up in the center. All right. I went into the car because this is a lot easier. It's windy and it just started to rain out there. So got this one for the 448. So a little bit larger. I don't know if it's Weslesnii or the, I don't want to say Gracilis, but like fire barrel, but big size. I mean, it's really big for the pot, so I was good for that. This little guy, different pattern on the Pharaoh. I don't exactly know which one it is, but it was only the 298. So I think I'm just going to look it up and kind of grow it. And then ended up getting a Haematocanthus Pharaoh. That's going to be a larger one there as well. And then I couldn't pass up on this guy. Pretty good size on the Mammillaria. Dichotomizing. So then I was just like, for the 448, I'll grab it because it's going to get big pretty quick. I could probably get this into like a 5 to 6 inch pot right now. So definitely bought these. All 4 at the second one were I think $16.02 with tax. So like $4 each. But yeah, on to the next one. Keep going until I get enough. All right, got all the plants home from Star. I ended up getting 21 plants for $84. I tried to load up on a bunch of Ferocactus. I think I got 17 Ferocactus. I don't think these 3 in the front are Ferocactus. I think they're Haematocactus sinuatus when I was doing more research on the spines. I didn't get any Weslesnii. I actually thought a couple were. When I got home, I kind of looked at the curvature of the spines, and none of them have that telltale. So I believe a lot of these are Gracilis, cylindricus on the fire barrels. And then I do have 4 that I don't know which barrels they are. I believe Townsendianus on one. I'm just going to kind of have to wait and see on the growth. And then the 2 in the back corner right here, those are going to be Ferocactus Haematocanthus, which I kind of knew because I had a larger, like 6-inch Ferocactus Haematocanthus in the backyard. I did pick up that Mammillaria. It's a 4-inch pot,
pretty big mammillaria for $4, dichotomizing on that. But yeah, that was a successful trip. I wanted to get more Ferocactus for the polytunnel, and looks like we did what we needed to do. We'll see you on the next video.